Rock is afraid of absolutely everything. To be accountable and stand up to the mistakes you've made.
People's Fund of Maui, because every dollar that you send is going to go into an account that goes directly to the people.
The Rock and Oprah are canceled from all sides.
You're so concerned about what's happening in Maui that you somehow managed to hire a private firefighting team to protect your land before the fire started.
Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson, you know, the guy that plays the same character in every decided to take it upon themselves to ask you for your money.
It's great.
Doing the work.
I love that.
And they did kick off the fundraiser by dropping $10 million.
It's in poor taste for a billionaire to ask anyone for money.
In the aftermath of the devastating Maui blaze, the air is thick with whispers, conjectures, and sensational tales. Among the swirling stories, a startling allegation stands out. The iconic TV personality, Oprah, finds herself at the eye of this storm. Her actions following the Maui catastrophe have raised eyebrows and drawn increasing attention. Notably, several celebrities are speaking out, expressing their concerns and disappointment.
I do not deny my faith. That's an even bigger sin. You know, it's not popular in my industry, but, you know, I cannot deny my faith.
At first glance, it seems like Oprah's been out there, hands-on, supporting the Maui fire victims. But as we dig deeper, another narrative is emerging from the shadows. The deeper we dive, the murkier it gets. Oprah, usually so composed, now appears ruffled and on edge. And here's where it gets juicy. A rising tide of Hollywood's finest are subtly stepping back from the media mogul.
Make movies that are original stories that inspire people, make people feel really good, and challenge them to do good things.
The whispers are growing louder. Some insiders are hinting that Oprah might have taken certain steps that aren't sitting well with other celebs. Is this the start of a Hollywood cancel wave against the media queen? Let's dig a bit deeper. Who exactly are these celebrities, and what's their side of the story? The backlash against Oprah seems rooted in her response to the Maui Wildfire tragedy. And now, making waves in this unfolding narrative is none other than Jason Momoa, stepping forward as the first celebrity to publicly tackle the subject. But wait, there's more. Remember when Oprah got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on board to rally for financial help on social platforms? Well, that move has eyebrows raised. Why? Because The Rock had already spoken about the fires, and his recent statement, side by side with his previous one, is causing some to cry foul.
Complete destruction and devastation that has hit our Hawaiian Islands, our island of Maui, and I'm completely heartbroken.
Jason Momoa's recent reactions make total sense. Imagine someone misusing your name to seek donations from the public, especially when high-profile figures like Johnson and Oprah seem to be walking a fine line with their own fundraising methods. Jason Momoa, our beloved Aquaman, isn't staying silent. He's turned to Instagram, not to flaunt his trident or underwater escapades, but to shed light on a pressing issue. He's warning fans about fraudsters masking their deceitful fundraising tactics behind the noble cause of Maui wildfire relief. In a heartfelt video message, Jason shared his dismay at fake social media accounts impersonating him to scam money. These counterfeit Momoa's claim the funds will support Maui, playing on the emotions of an already shaken public. In his words, the realization that individuals would exploit such a devastating event is both heartbreaking and disgusting.
There's been some people on Instagram pretending to be me, asking for money.
The buzz around town is intensifying. More and more folks are scratching their heads, wondering why some of the world's wealthiest celebs and tycoons are asking everyday people to open their wallets. When those with deep pockets make public appeals for cash, it naturally raises eyebrows. Are there ulterior motives at play? What could possibly be the end game for these high flyers? Many are questioning if there's a hidden narrative or secret ambitions driving these money requests from the masses.
Everything that I've seen transpire over these past couple of days, everything that continues to transpire, hour by hour, minute by minute, it's all heartbreaking.
Diving deeper into this tangled web, there's growing suspicion surrounding certain celebs' involvement in what many see as dubious dealings within the Maui community. It's not just about seeking support. It's about where that support is believed to be heading. Many generous souls are donating, thinking they're directly aiding Jason Momoa's initiatives. But Jason's not letting this slide. He's labeled these culprits scammers and has taken to the public stage with a clear message: watch out. He's urging everyone to stay vigilant and hold off on any donations to unknown parties, unless he's given the green light.
Posting and reposting as much as possible to the proper places you can donate, but I am not reaching out to anyone.
Delving further into Jason Momoa's stance, he's been crystal clear. He's never going to ask for assistance or kick off campaigns through Instagram or similar platforms. He drives this point home by asking a simple yet profound question. Why would he personally make such appeals when he's already set up official pathways for those who want to chip in and help the fire victims?
Do not send money to these up people. Lahaina_Ohana_Venmo is directly delivered to the families in need.
It's safe to say that both the renowned TV host and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson are feeling the heat. Their actions, or perhaps the perception of them, have drawn quite a bit of flack. One commenter fired off, suggesting there ought to be laws limiting land ownership to just 1 or 2 acres for non-natives, and mandating the return of this land to its native population after 3 decades. Yet another pointedly criticized the TV host's approach, likening her narrative about the devastation to casually chatting about home renovations. There's also concern about her commitment, or lack thereof, to the real victims. Recognizing the gravity of public sentiment, both Dwayne Johnson and Oprah Winfrey have come forward to address the brewing storm. Through a video statement, they're using their powerful platforms to reiterate their dedication to assisting those impacted by the Maui fires. A fact that might add layers to their involvement is Oprah's ownership of a home in Maui, while Dwayne has childhood ties to Hawaii. Their personal connections to the region might be adding an extra dimension to their response to this crisis.
Begin with some big names teaming up to help Hawaii's wildlife victims. Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson revealed this morning they are joining forces. They've created the People's Fund of Maui.
Amidst the storm of controversy, there's also a tale of commitment and philanthropy from both celebrities. Taking concrete steps towards relief, they've jointly launched a relief fund for the Maui Wildfires, kickstarting it with a whopping $10 million. Named the People's Fund of Maui, it's not just a gesture, but a commitment. Housed under the esteemed Entertainment Industry Foundation, this fund aims to give direct financial aid to those hit hardest by the Maui blaze. To grasp the scale of this tragedy, the fires claimed an unfortunate 115 lives earlier this month and laid waste to the towns of Kula and Lahaina.
And the goal is to give cash directly to the people who need it.
Taking a closer look at the People's Fund of Maui, its core mission is crystal clear: to continuously provide financial aid to adults who've tragically lost their main homes in the wildfires. Those qualifying can expect to receive $1,200 every month, a gesture that hopes to ease their burdens in these challenging times. Notably, the program is inclusive, embracing renters while ensuring that property owners not living in the affected houses aren't part of the beneficiaries. The lifeline of the fund doesn't just rely on public generosity. It's substantially bolstered by the substantial Kickstart grant from Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson.
Every adult resident who was displaced on Maui is eligible for, get this, $1,200 per month during the recovery. Oprah and The Rock are giving $10 million to get the fund started.
Diving deeper into the narrative, Oprah has publicly articulated her engagement with the affected community. In my interactions over the past weeks with those hit hardest by the fires, she shared, the recurring theme has been their uncertainty about charting a way forward amidst the financial strain. Oprah's sentiment underscores a collective spirit of resilience and collaboration. Her goal? To stand beside the affected, helping shape their vision of reconstruction. Yet, in this multifaceted tale, Jason Momoa hasn't held back his concerns regarding Oprah's role and the potential complexities it may introduce for Maui's inhabitants. Before his voice joined the mix, murmurs had already begun circulating among the Maui populace about aggressive realtors, allegedly pushing individuals to offload their properties to ultra-wealthy celebrities. This entire scenario frames a more extensive discourse on the dynamic between Maui's original dwellers and the influx of affluent figures establishing roots there.
Now, some residents say they've been receiving calls from wealthy real estate investors and developers who are trying to purchase their fire-ravaged land.
Reports suggest that the TV host's real estate ventures in Maui have sent property prices skyrocketing. For many locals, these heightened prices have shot beyond their reach, pushing them to the fringes of their own homeland. In what appears to be a systematic sidelining, the long-standing residents are grappling with a rapidly transforming island. Hollywood's presence and its ripple effects are unmistakably altering Maui's property terrain, raising questions about community, culture, and the price of progress.
In Maui, the average home price is now $1.2 million, while the average income stood at just $88,000.